A 6-1 win for Roby John Rodriguez. Now he's playing in front of his home crowd, and listen to the noise in the Olympiahalle here in Innsbruck. Bit of a change of walk-on to some random Austrian tune which I don't recognise. Maybe Rod Harrington does. He's alongside me. Ring any bells?
There ain't many bells that ring with me nowadays. No, I'm afraid it's a bit dead up there. But I'm going to stick my neck out here, and I think Simon's going to turn this around. Well, I think this crowd is going to G Simon up as much as it will G up Rodriguez.
It's fall that he's struggling to make it to tournaments anymore, but Roby John Rodriguez for 110 check out. Misses double 16, and Simon Whitlock's going to get 2 darts to break. Nice and out the way of that double top bed. That's not troubled it.
Game
but that has. And Simon Whitlock, that's what he wanted. Booze ring around the hall.
Yeah, that's when you've got to show bottle and grit, determination and talent, to be quite honest.
100. Roby requires 68.
So, for an immediate break back, Roby John Rodriguez. Tops he wants. Tops he gets. And listen to the crowd.
And he gets his throw back.
Oh my word, that's closer to the treble than the double. And that's nearly off the board.
And he's dropped the other dart. He's done right step back. Big deep breath. This is where you're lucky, Simon. He'll probably put you straight in the middle.
Sneaks it in the corner. One near the treble, one nearly off the board. And then somehow gets it in there.
How many times did you see that happen? We just knew it was coming.
Roby John Rodriguez. All right. Simon Whitlock will be thinking, how is your luck? But it does show a growth.
Well, again, like the previous leg, Simon's going to get 1 dart at double, or at the bullseye. Now it's going to be at the double again.
77.
The 1 dart miss.
Roby requires 60.
This could be a break. And to go 2 legs clear, double top for the young Austrian. That's all he needs is 1 dart. And that is a sucker punch to Simon Whitlock. It just shows how quickly the game can turn. Simon Whitlock's throwing at the double first. The young man to get a little bit confident. You can see the speed of the throw. It's confidence.
Well, this is as noisy as it has been here at the Olympiahalle this weekend. And it is no surprise, as Roby John Rodriguez is looking at 114 for a 4-1 lead on the former European champion. That leaves 99, so it can't be done.
94.
But he sets it up.
And
Whitlock's got the Della. Oh, look at this.
120.
Nearly a classy finish.
However, again, only 1 dart at the double.
Game Simon
Rodriguez takes 1 leg again.
6 legs Simon at point first. Game on.
Must-win leg for Simon Whitlock, this. And there's not a great deal in those overall averages, is there? And as you say, it's just 1 dart here and there. If Whitlock takes any of them, then it's a very, very different game.
95.
And the averages, well, you know, we can be ultra critical and say 18, 18 and 17. You know, in the game nowadays, you know, you've got to win those. You have got to win those. Whitlock knows, and there it is, 20%, 1 out of 5, and that's why he's 4-1 behind. He could easily be 4-1 up, 3-2 up.
Well, look, we saw Michael Smith earlier on consistently keep giving himself 1 dart per leg against Alan Norris. He kept missing them. Norris kept winning the legs, and he came from 4-0 down and won the match. So, yeah, you might only get 1 dart per leg, but you've got to start taking them at some point. Otherwise, you'll find yourself getting beaten. Roby John has left himself 170, which we've seen 2.5 times today already. Twice completed, once the ball fell out the bullseye for Michael Smith. Well, he's not going to get a go at it. Oh dear.
25.
It's a shocker.
Well, Simon's first dart the previous two was a plumb treble 20. He never used it to find another.
47.
And he's gone for a 25
Roby
there.
require 145.
Simon is all over the place. He can't even punish his opponent for a bad score.
41.
And again, he's opened the door. Mind you, Simon thrown 15 darts down and still wants 178 on his own throw. You know, that's... We can sit here and talk about it, but it's actually a fact that you're not going to win many legs with those sort of darts.
Looking to stay on the treble 20. Very poor visits from Roby John, and it was a real chance over those last 9 darts to absolutely punish Simon Whitlock, but he's got a chance. It's 1 dart again, but this time he finds it. This time he finds the double. But there is still a long way back for Simon Whitlock here.
Yes, but you just take 1 leg at a time. You can't throw
60.
2 legs at a time. It's not worth 2 legs. You can't throw 2 darts at a time. So it's just concentrating on what's in your hand at the moment. And I know we've said it so many times. That's what's made Phil Taylor such a great player over the years. Dennis Priestley was one. If he lost a leg, it didn't matter. You know, this is the future, the next leg. You can't dwell on the past. You can't certainly change the past.
121.
Well, Roby John, who's only 21 years old, still playing development tour, won one this year, but he has made a senior semi-final, so he does know what it's like to find himself in the latter stages of big tournaments featuring all the big players. He'll be thinking, if things go his way... Oh, hang on.
Sorry, 86. Sorry.
Give him an extra 10 points, right? It's only little. A little smirk from Musgrave.
140.
Simon Whitlock has got himself down to a 2-dart finish for a break of throw, and this would put a very different complexion on this game if he were to take it out and make it 4-3. Is it tops? It looks a good lie for the treble 20. Stays there, gets it, double 10. It's only 1 dart, a double, and he's gone back to missing him. And he's furious with himself. And it's a chance, but he needs a treble, Roby John. Doesn't get it.
45.
Well, for the first time in 5 legs, Whitlock's going to get more than 1 dart at a double. Before, he's not returned to the board. This time he has, and that's a good guide, and he's got to find the... Well, the 3rd dart was thrown so quick. I'm afraid that's where Simon's game is at the moment. Just not got the confidence to say get in. Treble 13 leaves double 16. That's where the difference is between the 2 players. Rodriguez didn't have to think about the double 16. It was all done automatically.
Well, it's 180, but Simon Whitlock has his back against the wall here. The 100th 180 of this weekend. And Whitlock is probably going to need more of them. He needs 4 straight legs, or he will suffer a 2nd consecutive defeat to this young Austrian.
99.
Having been beaten in the European Tour event in Mulheim just a week ago.
95.
Former European champion, former Lakeside and PDC world finalist. A man with an incredible pedigree, and it's these sort of darts that we're so used to seeing from him over the last few years, but it's 18 months of toil and torment for him. Roby John firing back with a maximum of his own. Gives it the celebration. There's pressure on this. Whitlock, 2 darts at double 16. Last dart in hand. Gets it. He lives to fight another leg.
Well, you know, Whitlock 11-dart leg, which is absolutely exceptional. We know he's got the talent like a lot of players, but it's the consistency leg on leg that he's lacking. And, you know, you can throw 2 11-darters in a match. It just means you're going to lose 6-2. You know, the rest of those legs have got to be tightened up. You know, you can walk off and say, well, there was 4 legs on the trot that I lost. Only single dart the double. However, no one hits the double 100% of the time. So you've got to fire in another treble 20 sometime in that match, in that leg, to give yourself more than the 1 dart at the double.
Well, the one thing I will say, Roby John Rodriguez, as he fires in another one, that's his third. His finishing so far this weekend has been very good. Yesterday afternoon, it was the very first game on stage yesterday afternoon. He beat Stefan Stoiber 6-3, and he hit 54% of his doubles. He's hitting about 55% here, and look at this. Oh. But he will return, and the stats suggest he's going to take that double 16 out and complete a 6-3 victory against a former major winner in Simon Whitlock. The Austrian crowd are cheering on their man, and he is through to the last 16, and now we see Roby John celebrate. Simon Whitlock just did not have enough. Rodriguez is through to the final day of action at the European Darts Match Play. A 6-3 victory. And his finishing continues to impress. Little slap on the cheek from Matchplay. Congratulations, Roby. 2 more young guns, relatively speaking, heading to the stage after this. It's Jelle Klaasen against Dave Pallett. It's going to be fast, it's going to be frenetic, it could be very high quality, but let's get a few words with our latest winner, Roby John Rodriguez. Austria has a man into the 3rd round. And could they have a man go and do something very, very special here in Innsbruck?
Fühlt sich ganz gut an, oder?
Ja, sehr gut, sehr gut, sehr gut, ja.
Das war heute ein ganz anderes Match als letzte Woche gegen Simon Whitlock. Weil ich finde, du hast vom Average her letzte Woche klar eins draufgelegt. Ergebnis zwar ähnlich, aber ich finde, es war nicht so ein Rock'n'Roll, es war nicht Kampf, aber mehr so in die Richtung gehend. Liege ich da falsch?
Nein, also ich habe mich gut gefühlt. Die Fans stehen hinter mir, es war auch gut für mich. Und
ist das nur positiv, dass das nur positiv war, wenn du so viele Fans hinter dir hast, oder macht das auch so ein bisschen Druck?
Na, also Druck macht es auf jeden Fall. Ich will die ganzen Leute hier nicht enttäuschen. Ich bin der letzte Österreicher, der noch im Turnier ist. Und ja, sie haben mich weiter getragen. Ich habe gut gespielt, aber wegen dieser Zuschauer habe ich mich motivieren können und ja.
Viele von denen, da werden sich fragen, was geht jetzt? Was ist jetzt drin? Nächste Runde, Achtelfinale, Mervyn King.
Wie ich gestern schon gesagt habe, es ist alles nur noch Pluspunkte für mich. Mit diesen Zuschauern, ich will euch alle nicht enttäuschen. Ich gebe mein Bestes jedes Spiel. Und wenn sie morgen weiter so machen, alles drinnen, ja, auf jeden Fall.
Wir sehen dich morgen wieder. Genießt den Applaus. Roby John Rodriguez.